Good day, Campbell Spartans. Today we are going to be witnessing the East Coweta game versus the Campbell Spartans. And today we are currently on the 37th minute. But right now we see Lucy Yazzo on the ball, keeping it and then passing it back to the defense. Ooh, and the East Coweta player was able to take it off the defense, but the Spartans were able to regain possession and destroy the attack. Into the air the ball goes, and it goes from air onto the what a tackle, what a fight. Number 17 is on the ball, makes an assist, makes a through ball, but is unable to get to the very end of the field. Deisler punts the ball onto the middle of the field, but Yazzo gets her foot on it and prevents East Coweta from having possession of the ball. But either way, the East Coweta are on their throw-in. Yazzo strikes the ball, putting the ball onto the middle of all the players, but the Spartans continue to have possession, going from Dabson to 17 and then on to number 1. It was a good attempt from East Coweta, number 5, Ray, but the ball just landed back onto the Spartans goalkeeper. McMillan to Dabson. Dabson fails to make the connection, and then led to an attack, but the attack was stopped from the Spartans' defense. Dabson on the ball. East Coweta lands the ball back to the goalkeeper safely, stopping the opposition from creating a dangerous situation. Cook to Yazzo, then to McMillan. McMillan makes the tackle, getting the ball off of the opposition, but they regain possession for a little while until it gets back to the Spartans. Stefan tried to connect the ball with an assist right there, but East Coweta was able to defend it, and it looks like Cook was just dropped, but the ref does not seem to call a foul, but they do stop the play to make sure that no further potential injury could occur. Alright, that drop led to a free kick from the 38th yard line. Yazzo is searching, and then we got Dabson in the back. Looks like she's gonna make a run. Bounces off of Cook's head onto the opposition, and then back to the Spartans' defense. Stephenson on the ball, making a run, searching. Can Cook make it? No, that will be a goalkeeper kick. Kick from the goalkeeper for East Coweta. Deisler about to punt it. Into there it goes. And it lands back to the Spartans. They're both fighting for it. And the ball does not go out of play. But the game is called. And the ball was out of play indeed. Goes to absent. Stephen's on the ball. Searching again. But gets the ball taken away from number 2. And then she regains position and searches the ball and then connects it. McWoman on the right wing this time, quite a bit of a difference. Normally she's on the left wing, but today she seems to be trying the right wing as a new potential strategy for the Spartans. Stephenson on the ball, doing her little step overs, and still has the ball down to Dabson. And the ball goes out of play once again. Headed by Yazo. And then put into the front of the field. Could Cook finish this? Could Dabson? Oh, and Dabson was just a bit off, just a bit late to the ball to score it into the back of the net. Cook gets a little tap on the ball, and then on to the East Coweta goalkeepers. Deisler is about to punt the ball. Punts it onto the 32nd yard line, but bounces off of her teammate number 23. 23 Dykins. Stephenson onto the ball. Going in, but stumbles a bit, but that doesn't stop her from taking the shot. Back onto the Spartans' defense goalkeeper. She grabs the ball, and then she passes back onto her teammate. Very good defense from number 25 for East Coweta, or 23 from East Coweta, Dinkins. Oh, I can see what number 44 for East Coweta was trying to do, but no one was there, which prevented them from making a good progression. Dabson onto Stephen. Stephen is searching. It looks like she's searching for... Oh, she passes it back to the fence. Then she does a little twist, but it lands onto the opposition feet. East Coweta found a good opportunity right here, utilizing its open space, and now they're onto the running down. They were running down onto the right side of the field, but the ball goes out of play, and this will be a ball for the Spartans goalkeeper. I mean, it will be a ball for the Spartans, which will be a throw-in from number 8, Wilson. Wilson passes the ball to the absent, and then punts it out to the upper right side of the field. Makes a bit of a connection, but then it lands to Yazo, and then from Yazo to the absent, and then ends up being on. Then ends up leaving play. Stephenson gets a good touch on the ball, but is unable to balance. But the ref calls a foul on there, and then Yazo steps up onto the ball to take that free kick once again. What a what a good show of skill moves right there. Yazo to Stefan. Stefan does a little in and out move, shoots, and she scores the goal from the 10-yard or the 11th-yard line. What an amazing strike from Stefan that just occurred right now. The Spartans now have opened up the score sheet, making it 1-0 for the Spartans. Now it is up to East Coweta to tie up the game in this first half for the next 26 minutes that remain. East Coweta onto the push, going back from the 20 to the 30-yard line, lose the ball, and now the Spartans have regained possession. Tripped a bit and lost possession of the ball, giving East Coweta the possession of the ball. Tressler with the touch, but that touch has led to a throw-in for the Spartans. Down to Stefan, centered, but was blocked from East Coweta's defense. East Coweta searching from the 30-yard line. Each player has their man, has their player. McMillan clears it out of the tight space that was created there, and now Stefan grabs the ball from the air with a very good touch, bringing it back to the defense, onto Dabson. Dabson finds the ball, finds Stefan in the middle of the field, and then she kicks the ball, trying to give it to Cook, but was quite far off from their intended target. Cook on the ball, falls and wins a free kick for the Spartans. Yazo kicks it. Ooh, and that almost caught the East Coweta goalkeeper off. Steph into Yazo. Yazo sees that she was being chased down, and so she passes it down to number 8, Wilson. Stefan gets the ball back, but gets it taken by number 4 for Cristanto. Cook to Stefan. Stefan runs. She sees an open space, which leads to Dabsent. Dabsent passed it to Yazo. Then Yazo passed it down to number 22, and from 22 to Dabsent. The ball is going to be thrown in by McMillan. But the game is stopped to make a substitution, putting in number 3.
Substitution number 3, Emma Sims.
Emma Sims taking out Stephenson. What a great goal from Stephenson from the 20-yard line, or from the 10-yard line, I mean. McMillan passes it to Dabson, then from Dabson to Yazo, and then from Yazo to Wilson, Wilson to Sims, but the push is stopped, but then has now continued, and now has stopped again. A bit of pushing of each other, but that pushing of each other distracted one another, but that led to a potential end, and the ball was shot, but was blocked by East Coweta's goalkeeper, Deisler. Yazo's gonna set up the corner kick. Into the air it goes. And it lands onto the feet of East Coweta. But that push is soon stopped by McMillan, and McMillan is going all the way, but it is then stopped by East Coweta's defense. The ball is beginning to go back in play, or okay, it's gonna begin to be back in play from inside the touchdown line. Punt into the 40-yard line, off the head and back out of play.
Substitution for the Indians, number 3, Ainsley Butts.
Alright, there will be a substitution for the East Coweta Indians. Deisler is about to pun, but lands, but doesn't go far due to the ref's whistle blow. Now the ball is back onto the Spartans' feet, onto another free kick. Everyone is guarding their own in this potential dangerous, and Deisler jumps into the action and blocks that goal. Terrific block from Deisler for East Coweta. McMillan takes out number 4. Now, defender number 20. Butts centers it into the box, but didn't lead to a goal. Corner is going to be taken by Sorrow. Sorrow is searching. Into the air, Sorrow puts the ball. And the ball slips off of the Spartans goalkeeper, but they regain possession and the ref calls offside. The ball now goes out of play. On to number 8. Rutledge. Rutledge is searching for a teammate, for support. And then it lands onto number 16, Pearson. McMillan regained possession for the Spartans and is taking her one-on-one. Was able to beat her and then decided to do a through ball onto Sims. Now Sims is on the ball. Passed it to number 18, but lost possession. Possession is awarded to East Coweta, and Pearson is the one that's going to be taking the shot from the 39-yard line. Puns it into the air and lands onto Jocelyn. It looked like the ball went out of play for a bit, but it did not. And East Coweta took advantage of that play, getting the ball and then passing it to number 8. Rushed it down to the corner. And they didn't get stuck, but the ball has been pushed down to their side again. And now it's getting pushed up once again, but McMillan is there to stop the ball from going in. And number 4 makes the shot. Number 4, Jocelyn, decides to take the shot, but it lands just a little bit to the left. Graham passes the ball to her teammate number 22, Subtle. And then from Subtle to Dabson, and then Stephenson. Stephenson's back in the game. And now from Stephenson to McMillan. McMillan decides to make a run. She sees that she has time, and she decides to do a little through ball, but the ref decides that it is an offside, and possession will be awarded to the East Coweta team. Stephenson gets the ball. Her intention was, I think, was to pass it on to Sims, but it was a bit offside. It was a bit off on that pass. Dessler punts the ball, lands onto the head of Stefan, onto the head of Taylor. And then goes back to East Coweta's possession. Taking on two players at once in a tight space, and they get out of that tight space, going on to number 3. Going on to number 3, Sorrows, but losing possession. And then on to Wilson, to Stefan, to Wills. Wilson, and then what a great tackle from number 3. From number 3, Butts. Another free kick is awarded to the Spartans on the 25-yard line this time. East Coweta seems to have one person on each player as a defense, and then Sims gets in, but is unable to. And takes the ball out of that tight space, and then East Coweta regains possession by passing it, but Yazo steps in, stops the ball with her chest, and then passed it down to Wilson, where it then went out. Cook gets the ball, shoots it, but is saved by their goalkeeper, Deisler. Lands onto the head of Yazo, and then the ball goes onto the direction of Sims, but is a bit too high to gain possession. But Sims still is able to defend. And defend she did as the ball went out of play. Dabson makes a run to open up space, and then opening up space she did goes to Stefan. Stefan takes the shot, but it is a little bit too to the right of the field. With a bit more backspin on that, I'd say that could be an upper right corner banger. Deisler is going to punt the ball once again after that off-target shot by Stefan. 1-2, into the air it goes. On to Stefan once again. Stefan has been quite a nightmare for East Coweta so far lately. An attempt of a through ball right there. But the whistle gets called and it stops the play. Butts onto Jocelyn. Into the air it goes. Number 5 making a good run out there. And then number 32 tries to 32 Tester decides to go for that volley, but hits the Spartans' defense. Now Jocelyn gets the ball once again. Throws it into through ball for Butts. Decides to take a shot, but it is off target. Sorrow will be taking this corner kick for East Coweta. Oh, puts hands in the air, ball goes into the air. Cleared by the absent, and is out of play once again. Graham punts the ball into the middle, giving it to Cook, but Cook falls and it stops the play. Free kick given to Stefan. Now given to McMillan. McMillan decides to go back, and then decides to pass it back to Graham. Graham decides to pass it to number 22, Subtle. Then it's back to number 2, Sorrow, to Yazo, and then back to Graham, keeping the ball safe onto the Spartan side of the field. Number 32, Number 32, Tressler, did a good attempt of trying to get past both the Spartans' defenders, but it led to the goalkeeper regaining possession of it. Wilson asks for the ball, tries to take a pass, but the pass is blocked by Butts. Wilson about to throw in the ball onto Sims. Sims gets a good touch on it, passes back, and on the attempt of passing it back, goes out of play. It's thrown into Cook. Cook trying to defend and close off the ball from the opposition. Ooh, and she does a little bit of a skill move and passes it up to Stefan. Stefan falls, but the ball is regained to Cook, and it might be an offside. The flag stays down. And no, not offside. And now the ball is out of play.
Substitution for East Coweta, number 44, Lefty Nadal.
Dexter punts the ball, but lands onto the Spartans' defense, number 22, Subtle. Wilson tries to gain possession with her head, and was actually quite successful considering that they still have possession. But the ball has now gone out, and it will be possession for East Coweta. Butts has given the ball onto the referee. Let's see, what is the referee deciding in this case? Oh, they decide to award the ball onto the Spartans. And then Yazo brings the ball back into play onto Dabsent. Failed to get a good touch on it, but then the ball goes out of play. now giving the possession onto East Coweta. For real this time. Pushes the ball, but then gets brought back from the Spartans onto Sims. Sims tries to get it onto Cook, but Pearson put her thigh onto it and stopped the ball from getting into an even more dangerous situation. Stephenson takes them one-on-one and partially defeats them, but the ball goes out of play. Cook will be stepping up for this throw-in, or this free kick. I mean, she is very well known for these free kicks. I'm pretty sure she has scored 2 so far, and she scores another free kick with this. This is probably her 3rd free kick of the season. Amazing play from Cook. Free kick merchant. We got a free kick merchant on the field. The Spartans are now up on the score sheet 2-0, reminding that East Coweta that this is Sparta. East Coweta is now down 2-0. Let's see if they could. Let's see if they are able to get onto the score sheet this half. With only 2 minutes left remaining, seems very unlikely, but it's 2 minutes. Anything can happen in 2 minutes. Stephenson seems to argue for a handball right there, but the ref keeps his whistle silent. Now Stephenson trying to take on 2 at once. 2 at once. Now that turned into 1. But is unsuccessful with that attempt. Yalzo is gonna step up and take this corner kick. She puts her hand up onto the shot, but is caught by Deisler. Easy catch for Deisler as well. McMillan regains possession of the ball, runs down the field, and decides to take on 3 and gets out of a tight situation onto space. But fails to put it into the back of the net with that strike. Good try from McMillan. Deisler will take a punt once again into the air, onto her, intended for her teammate, but landed onto Wilson's feet and is out of play once again. Battling Jocelyn for the ball. Dabson gets the ball, passes it to and the game is called. Very good first half for the Spartans right now, leading 2-0 in this game against East Coweta. If the Spartans are able to maintain this 2-0 lead, this could be another win for them. Now, for East Coweta to be able to get on the score sheet and tie, it may be difficult, but it's also possible for them. Let's see what happens in the second half, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, Camel Spartans. That was Manny in the first quarter. Now it's Caleb. And we played a decent amount of football here in the first half. You have a couple goals from the Spartans, obviously dominating in the first half. And we'll see what we have underway in the second. Indians struggling to get in this one in the first half. See what they do in the second. Indians number 13 in Georgia. Record 1-1 in the region. So we're going to have Stevenson kick it in. It's their first home game back. She wasn't at the last one. It's going to go out to Yazo. She kicks it way up. Received by, trying to get it to Mitchell, but it's hit by the header by the Indian. Dabson out to Subtle. Subtle gets it to the corner. I think that's Wilson to Stevenson. Gets it to the middle of the Dabson. Back out on the side to Naquasha. And she gets it into Dabson, tries to get it back to Naquasha, but it's going to be kicked in by the Indian. Picked off by the Spartan. Way back out. Received by Subtle. It's a little touch that she didn't intend to have. It's Naquasha playing around with the Indian. She gets back out to Avery Graham, the junior. And gets to the corner to Wilson. Stevenson dribbling around, looking. Gets it out, tries to get it to McMillan, but it's way out, too strong. And it's going to be the Indians' ball. Like I said, Indians 1-1 in the region. 1 win, 1 loss. Region loss. Looking to get another region win. It's going to be out. I think it will be... looks like somebody was checked in for the Indians. And it will be Spartans ball. Mia Mitchell is going to throw it in. Kick it in. Another little pause in the game here. We're going to have Lucy Yazo kick it for the Spartans. See Yazo, the senior. Very core part of this Campbell squad. Campbell girls squad. She kicks it out. It's hit up by the Indian. It's like Stevenson's gonna try to receive it, and she doesn't. Look like she tried to call something there and gets in the Naquasha. Looks like Sim out to Stevenson. Stevenson gets it way out to Naquasha. Naquasha looking. She goes straight for it. Gets to the corner to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to find somebody, but it's picked off. Trying to find Dabson, but it's picked off by the Indian. Cook gets it. Gets it out to Stevenson. Stevenson playing some footwork. Gets tripped up a little bit. See it out to McMillan. McMillan looking for it, but it looks like the Indian is going to pick it off and kick it out. It's going to be the Spartans' ball. It's going to be thrown in by the goalie. It's going to be kicked in by the goalie. And hit. Try to kick back out by the Spartans, but it's kicked back by the Indian. Dabson, she dabbles in it. Tries to get it to McMillan through the 2 Indians, but it's kicked off. It's good defensive play by the Indian. It's going to be thrown in by McMillan, received by Stevenson, kicked out by the Indian. Spartans are going to get it back. And it's going to be a corner by, looks like Sim. Well, that'll be Yazo, sorry. And it's hit off of Suttle's head, but she didn't get it right to where she wanted. You can tell she was disappointed by that one. Good look, though. And it'll be the Indians' ball. It's going to be kicked in by Madeline Dessler for the Indians. So it was hit off by the Indians. It's going to be the Spartans' ball. Oh, the Indians' ball looks like a Spartan touched it. It's going to be thrown in. And a header by the Indian. Subtle breaks it. Gets it loose. Tries to get it to Stevenson. Looks like, but it went right over her head. The Indian trying to fight around. Just tripped up. Still gets it to the Indian though, but it looks like they called something. And it's going to be the Spartans' ball. We're going to have Ava Cook. She's going to the second goal for the Spartans. Another core member of this Campbell squad. Has some of the best footwork on the team. Gets team opportunities. It's going to be caught. Oh! But she loses it. Sutter tries to retrieve it. Stay in the opportunity, but it's picked off by the Indian. It's kicked out. It's a good defensive effort. But it'll be Ainsley Butts. It's going to be the Spartans' ball. And our Brooks Suttle throw it in for the Spartans. Way in. The header by the Indian. It's going to be retrieved by Indian. Trying to gain some ground. It's picked off by Cook. Tries to kick it out. It's taken back by the Indian. Wilson has to get a good touch on that. It was on good. Nakwacha tries to receive it. It's a good move by Nakwacha. Gets it out to Yazo. Yazo trying to find a way around. Gets to the corner to Cook. Cook. Way up to Nakwacha, but it's picked off by the Indians. Looks like they're going to kick it back out to Madeline Deister. And she's going to kick it out. It's going to be thrown in by Haley Wilson. Couldn't really tell. It's going to be the Spartans' ball again. That'll be the Indians' ball. Thrown in, the header right back out. And it's their ball. Indians want to pick the pace up here if they want to get back into this game. 33 minutes, anything could happen. Down 2, you just really got to know what you're trying to do and want it. It's like the header off of Yazo received to Nakwacha back to Yazo. Yazo trying to fire way around, but it's picked off by the Indian. They're trying to make a break here. That'll be Aubrey Ray. Tries to get it, but it's slightly off the goal. Graham didn't bother going for it. And it looks like it's going to be kicked in by Graham. That'll be to Nakwacha. Tries to get to Dabson. It's picked off. Jocelyn Cristano has to kick it in, a little soft, received by Avery Graham. Graham's out to Nakwacha. Gets it in the middle. Oh, Quacha to Stevenson. And looks like having a break, but it's going to be thrown in by the Indian. And touched by a Spartan. It's like Dabson's going to go over, but the Indians are going to take it back. And it's kicked around by the Indians. Received by the Spartans. McMillan gets to Stevenson. Stevenson. Oh, that would be Chelsea. I was saying the Quacha the whole night. It looks like it was Chelsea. I think their numbers got mixed up. Number 19 would be Chelsea Taylor, and 20 will be Udochi Nakwacha. Sorry about that. And looks like the Indians are going to kick it in. Goalkeeper Madeline Deister. It's around midfield. So it was touched by the Indian, but the Spartan got the ball. Haley Wilson is going to throw it in. Taylor is going to receive it. And it's back out. Thrown back in by Haley Miller. Received by Yazo. Dribbling around. Trying to fight their way through that corner. She gets it past. Oh. Looks like somebody touched it there. And it's going to be thrown in by the Indian. Kicked in. It's going away. It's a good touch. She gets banged. It's going to be thrown in by Yazo, it looks like. Took it back by the Indian. Tries to get it, but it's picked off by Yazo. Yazo looking like Wilson. An Indian kicks it back. Indian trying to look for a run here. Tries to get it out. Trying to keep that corner alive, but it's picked off by the Spartan. It's going to be their ball again. It's going to be thrown in. It's going to get it back. Just to kick it back out. It's kicked way up by McMillan. It's like tries to receive by Dabson, but she slips a little. Mitchell looking for it. Hoyt, Indian trying to keep it alive. Devouter, good pass, but he's trying to get it to Sorrow, but it's a little too late on the pass. It's going to be passed in by McMillan, received by Stevenson. Stevenson looking for a break, and she gets dragged down. Definitely a card there. Looks like it was, but have Ava Cook for the free kick. She made a couple of these the last couple of games. Definitely say it's her specialty. Ava Cook, the senior, playing with Campbell High School all 4 years. Not sure if it was varsity all 4 years, but she's been with the organization for a while. She's going to kick it in. It's going to slightly go on the left of the pole. It was a good shot by Ava Cook. And looks like they're going to get it in the corner. We're going to have Lucy Yazo. The corner kick. And something was called. It's going to be the Indians' ball. Looks like it's going to be kicked in by Deister. Kicked in by Deister. It's touched by the Indian, but it's still hit the way that they don't want to go. The Indian fighting for it. It's like Soto trying to go for the header. And looks like she got hit going for that header. Not sure. She's all right. The Indian receiving it. So keep it alive, but it's good pressure by Haley Wilson, a good defensive player for the Spartans. Yeah, it was Brooke Soto. She got hurt going for that header. It'd be a cramp. The teammates Kate Dabson stretching her out. Brooke Soto, a multi-talented athlete, committed to Penn State for basketball, and even dominating for Campbell soccer. It's definitely a lot of multi-talent. They got to I don't know what it's called if I'm mistaken, but they got to the top 8 and lost to, I'm not sure, I think Cherokee last season or this past season. We'll see what she'll be able to do at Penn State. A little break in the game here. Coweta coming off a win against Carrollton. The girls beat Carrollton recently, and it was a good game. It's like subtle, kind of slow on getting up. It's like something else. It's like it was more than a cramp, really. Yeah, something else happened there. She got hit by an Indian. Maybe. Well, she went for the header. It looked like she maybe landed wrong. I'd assume. I didn't really see it, but she's gonna be carried off. Oh, fully carried off of the field. Looks like something else happened. Maybe landed wrong on her foot or ankle. And that would be Mia Datlin checked in for Brooke Soto. She makes it off to the field. There looks like some type of leg injury since she can't walk fully or at all. It's like her right leg, something there. And we're back in action. Like I said, we're going to have Maya Datlin for Brooke Soto. Thought kind of a scare there. Couldn't even walk off the field. I'd say it's pretty bad. So we're going to have Haley Wilson throw it in.
Substitution number 23, Maya Dahlin.
That'll be Maya Dahlin. I pronounced that way wrong. It's going to be thrown in by Haley Wilson. To get it to Cook. She receives it. Fighting that corner, looks like. Just kicked out. It's going to be back. Haley Wilson's going to throw it in. The Quattro receive. That'll be Taylor. Sorry about that. That'll be Taylor to Wilson. She gets tripped up. And it's kicked out. Hey, but Cook, that second goal. What a play by her. It's going to be kicked in by Lucy Yazzo. It's going Gets tripped up a little bit. It's like Dabson, or that'll be Mitchell, missed the header. Picked off by Yazzo. Yazzo looking for McMillan. She finds her. McMillan trying to go for it. All the way. And just picked off by the Indians. Good shot. McMillan back for it, another one. And it's slightly off the right of the goal. Goalkeeper Dicer made sure it was nowhere near inside the goal, even though it didn't look like it was going in. She still went for it. She's going to kick it in. And it looks like it's going to be shimmied off of Stevenson's head out to Nakwacha, but the Indian is fighting for it. Going to the left. This could be a good look. It's picked off by Nakwacha. Good defense. Tries to keep it alive. And Liazo keeps it alive out to Dabson. Dabson straight to the face. The Indian. And good chest hitter by the Indian. Good touch off the chest. Trying to keep it alive. Out to McMillan. McMillan gets it way out. Hits the back of Mia Mitchell. And reflects to the Indian. Middle ball there. Indian's looking for a shot here. 26 minutes left to go. Down 2. They're definitely applying pressure. Seeing opportunity. Haven't got many of these opportunities this close to the goal. Spartans. Good defensive nights. That'll be the Spartans ball. We're going to have A.B. Graham, this junior, kick it in to Nakwacha. Nakwacha received by Taylor. A little bouncy on that one, but she gets it. It's like maybe try to get to Mitchell, but the Indian picks it off. Yazzo try to get to Taylor, but the Indian picks it off. Straight through her legs. Dabson passes it way out. Looks like she tried to look for Dallin. She's going to find it. The Indians playing around. Butts passed to the corner. It's kicked up in the air by Cristiano. And, good pass there. And Graham is going to scoop it up. It's a good shot. And number 4, Jocelyn Cristano. It's a good kick in by Avery Graham. So it was touched by a Indian. It's going to be the Spartans ball. Have Haley Wilson pass it in. It's going to be hit off the chest by Ava Cook. It's a fight for her in the corner. Gets it to Wilson. She kicks it out to the goalie. These so starts of the first quarter. No goals so far. Definitely the Indians trying to get it back. You have Stevenson gets to the middle to Dallin, but it's kicked away by the Indian. Received by Nakwacha. Good air. To get it airly to Mia Mitchell. Nakwacha. Good stop. Good move. Received by Yazzo. Pass to Yazzo. Received by Yazzo. Dabson. Tries to get it to Stevenson. She does. Goes for the corner. And it's picked up by the goalie, Dicer. Looks like she's going to kick it into the corner. Or not, that wasn't the corner, sorry. Quasha received it. It's a good pass to Dallin. Dallin back to McMillan. Good fast thinking. McMillan dribbles around, just get around. And it's picked off by the Indian. Pass to the Indian. Received by Cristiano. Cook is going to find it. She's going to fight it in the corner. Gets it to Taylor. He's going to at least try to get it to Taylor, but it's a bit too far. Kicking around here so far these last couple of minutes. It's like Sorrow. She's going to try to get it way out. But but it's received by Avery Graham. She's going to kick it to Coweta. Coweta to Stevenson. Stevenson finding her way around. Breaks off the first defender. Have another 2 to deal with. And gets picked off. McMillan recovers it though. Gets to the corner to Datlin. Datlin goes for the inside. Looking for the teammate there to finish the deal, but nobody was really there. We're going to have the Indian throw it in. Hit off the head by the Indian, but it's kicked out. The header, Datlin trying to recover it. It's picked away by the Indian. The Indian trying to find her way around, calling her players. But it's miscommunicated. We're going to have Dabson pass it back out to the Avery Graham. Graham to Wilson all the way in the corner. Wide open. We're going to have Wilson to Taylor. Taylor back to Mitchell. Or Taylor to Mitchell. Tries to get it to Wilson. Wilson's going to retrieve it. He's going to look. Gets it out to Stevenson. Stevenson, good pass to McMillan. It looks like something was called. And it looks like it's going to be the Indians ball. They're going to kick it in. It'll be Adrian Ray. It's going to be kicked out. It'll be the Spartans ball. Haley Wilson's going to pass it in. Mia Mitchell receives it. It's kicked back out. I think an Indian. Last touch by that'll be it. The last touch by Spartan. On that, it's Indians ball. They're going to be thrown in. It's going to be received by Parker Sorrow. Off the leg by the Indian. It's too slippery. Dabson gets it out to Graham. She's going to kick it back out to Coweta. Coweta to the middle of Stevenson. Quick touch by Stevenson to McMillan. McMillan sprinting her way down. Gets to Datlin and she catches it. That was a catch by McMillan and passed back to McMillan. And you can see there's a ball movement there by the Spartans, but the Indians are going to pick it off. They're going to get it back Stevenson off the chest. It's going to be slide tackled by Jocelyn Cristano. It's a good move. It's like we're going to have Sim in for Ava Cook. Sim, the senior. A good player off the bench for the Spartans. Stevenson going to dribble around. It's like he's looking for the teammate in the corner. That'll be Wilson. Wilson. It's like kicked it a bit too hard. Maybe he was looking for a softer touch there, and it's kicked out the Indians' ball. We throw in Sims, tries to snatch it back, but it's kicked out. It's going to Spartans throw it in, Haley Wilson. It's going to be thrown in, received by Mitchell. Mitchell has to get it in the corner. It's spinned off the foot of an Indian. It'll be thrown in by Mitchell, received by Sim. Tries to get the stop. It's off. It's a little corner kick. That would be, I think, Stevenson. And at South, they let it go out. It'll be the Indians' ball. Indians struggling to get on their side of the field. Still a good defensive effort by the Spartans. Definitely struggling to gain ground It's like every time they got like before midfield, they got kicked back by the Spartans, or even like that, it's turned over. It's gonna be thrown in by McMillan. Stevenson receives it, but it's picked away a little too hard off the chest. Stevenson gets it back. She dribbles it through. Maybe looking for a pass here. Or a straight shot. That was a striker move. It's hit right off the face by the Indian. Maria Stevenson, that's a strong kick. Definitely a striker for the squad. Way that far too. Oh, we got Maria Stevenson for the goal! The junior, her second goal of the night. After missing the first one, she hit the second one. Oh, an amazing goal from Maria Stevenson. The Arizona commit. Wow. This up 3-0. Maria having 2 of those goals. What an effort. Hopefully going for the hat trick. 16 minutes left. It's possible. So it's going to be kicked in. The Indians get it. Indians definitely looking for at least one basket or goal. Basket is crazy. We're gonna Wilson hustle back, but it's hit out by the Indians. It's gonna be thrown in by an Indian. A header by the Spartan. That'll be Sim. And it's like something was called. Really good second chance effort by Maria Stevenson. So committed to Arizona. The junior. Didn't even know you could commit your junior year, but she made it happen. It's like McMillan out to Stevenson. Stevenson in the corner to Dadlin. Dadlin back to Mitchell. It's like she was expecting that, but she got a little too hard of a touch off that. It's like McMillan was trying to go for it, but it's retrieved back by the goalie. We're going to have Yazzo trying to keep it. Good break. It's to Stevenson. He catches it with the left foot. Gets a little trouble there. It's out to Yazzo. She tries to get it to Sim, but Sim couldn't receive it, so this Indian. Sim trips up the Indian. It's going to be a flag on the play. And it will be so it will be kicked in by Ansley Butts for the Indians. The header by Yazzo. Header right back from Butts. Trying to gain ground with these high kicks, the Indians, I could tell. It'll be a side goal. We're going to have Rutledge trying to go straight for it, but it's retrieved by Avery Graham. Good scoop up by her, making sure no loose, no balls end up behind her. Me off the chest by Taylor. And a little round kick back out to the Indian. They're going to go straight for it. It'll be Aubrey Ray trying to find her way around, gets it out to McGruge, and it's like it's a good defensive effort by McMillan. He's going to get it to Graham. Graham's going to kick it in. Number 1, Ava Cook, in for number 19. That'll be number 19, Taylor. We get Chelsea Taylor. Maria with a strong kick. It's like they assumed where she was going to be, but she was a bit too late to it. An amazing assist setup. He was a bit too late to the pass. Yeah, that's the thing about Maria Stevenson. She knows where her teammates are going to be, and she knows where the defense is going to be, so she can set up opportunities for her team. It's going to be thrown in by the Indian. Received. Picked off. Ava Cook is going to fight her way around this one. 2 defenders to fight off. And she gets through it in a way. And tries to get into the middle of the season. It's good! Mia Mitchell is going to kick it in off the assist from Ava Cook. Ava assists with 1 goal and one assist. It's like everybody's getting in the action tonight. Yeah, 2 people in the middle. That could have went a lot of ways, but Ava Cook made sure she got to the right person. It's good kicking by Mia Mitchell, the senior. Good upperclassman squad. Looks like Maria Stevenson's going to be checked out. We're going to have Rachel Knight in for Mia Mitchell. Mia Mitchell finally getting checked out. She definitely deserves this rest after scoring 2 goals. Setting up her team. Received by Wilson. Gets it out to Knight. Knight trying to find her way around. Gets to Datlin in the corner. Oh, way around her. Kicks it around her. And she kicks it straight back out. We're going to have the Deister throw it in, kick it in. It's an amazing goal by Mia Mitchell, but an even better setup by Ava Cook. Definitely a good way. Good how she fired her way. Oh, it's like the goalie trampled over Datlin there. The Spartans try to capitalize off that. I was saying, Cook, she definitely did a good job doing that by fighting off those 2. Yeah, a big reason why that goal was made and that assist was made was because Cook fighted off those 2 defenders in the corner. Definitely set her up to get it to that teammate Mia Mitchell to kick it straight in. So it's gonna be kicked in the side from I think Yazo. Can't really see clearly. It will be Yazo, and it's caught, I think, by the goalie. Deisler. It's going to be kicked way up. It's going to be immediately hit off the leg by Wilson. We're going to have Mitchell out to Nakwacha. The crossover out to Dapson. It's like Indians hurting on the ground there. We have McMillan out to Datlin. Datlin to keep it alive. McMitchell gets to Cook. But it's hit wrong off of her leg and it's to be kicked way up. Sims going to receive it, it looks like. Instead, Wilson has to find Cook again. It's touched out. Oh, still alive. But it's rolled out by Cook's foot. It's going to be the Indians' ball. It's going to be a little pause here. Yeah, one of the players, the Indian players, got hurt. Looks like on that last couple minutes of the play. I think that will be Aubrey Ray. Players are on both teams. Aubrey Ray definitely one of the ball handlers for the East Coweta squad. That's what I've seen so far. She's down, slow on getting up. A lot of pauses in this game here. That little 10-minute pause from Brooks Subtle. Now we might have a decent amount of time gone from this one. Still hasn't gotten up. We have an Indian down. Looks like she's slowly getting up. And she gets up. She's on her feet. It's going to be Ansley Butts in for her. And we're going to start this thing back up. We have 9 minutes left. Spartan's up 4-0. 2 of those goals from Maria Stevenson. The other 2 from good assist efforts and striking efforts from the team. Ava Cook with an amazing assist and an amazing goal. Mia Mitchell for the goal off of the assist from Ava Cook. You can definitely see how the Spartans had the advantage on that play. There were more Spartans into that box, and it was just that one goalie. So definitely Coweta needs to work on getting more people down in that post to defend the goal. More people around. So it's going to be kicked straight out by the Spartans. It's going to be thrown in by the Indian, received by Devanator. Out reflected off the Spartan. So we're going to have a little fighting for it. I think that would be... Yeah, the Indian trying to fight her way through. Gets to the corner, back to the middle. Indian's really struggling to gain ground. Looks like Nakwacha's going to kick it out to Graham. Graham back to Nakwacha. Nakwacha has to go in the midfield to... Bosak. Bosak out. Tries to get to Sim. The header by Yazo. A little back and forth action here. Bahome tries to go for it, but she cannot get it. It's going to be thrown in by Bohm. And I have a couple people checked in. We'll have number 16, Remy Basin, and number 12, Madeline Pierce. We're gonna have Mia Datlin. I don't even think I'm saying that right. Mia Datlin and Lucy Yazo, and Kate Dapson out. Now for Dapson, that'll be Gabrielle Carroll. It's gonna be thrown in by the Spartan. And we're gonna have Wilson, or that'll be Spartan fighting for it. Bozak to Bahome, the Indian. Received by the Indian. Straight to the middle. She tries to go straight for the shot, way over. But it's way over. The Graham didn't really have to bother touching that. It's going to be thrown in by Graham. It'll be kicked in. Maybe. Majority of the Spartans bench out here with 7 minutes to go, up 4. Coach definitely made sure the starters were in most of the game to secure the region win. We have 7 minutes left. And Remy Basin. Looks like Pierce tries to get it to Basin, but it's way out. She was too late for it. Couldn't get the right touch on it at the right time. It's going to be thrown in by Dinkins. Received by the Spartan. or the Indian. It's going to be kicked off. And Aquacha is going to receive it. She's going to try to get it back there to Pierce, but it's kicked off. Looks like Mitchell going to fight for it. O'Hagerty going for it. O'Hagerty getting it. She kicks it right out to make sure they don't have any opportunities at that point. It's a good move by her. We're going to have it thrown in by Brianna Devanter. It's going to be received. She goes for the shot, it looks like, or maybe a midfield pass or a mid in the middle pass. Oh, she was tripped up there, and it's going to be something called. It's going to be kicked by Adrienne Ray. Well, that'll be a free kick. Oh, that's going to be kicked by Parker Sorrow. Yeah, looks like she's going to kick it in. And Avery's going to catch it. What a beautiful catch from Avery Graham, showing her amazing goalkeeping skills. Avery Graham has another year here at Campbell. Definitely a good future for the Campbell squad. Campbell squad having a young core. Players that are not seniors. Mariah Stevenson. A couple other people. Haley Wilson. Datlin. Aquacha. All solid young players on this squad. See what's in store for next year. No, I won't be here. I'll keep up. Gets to the middle. Just braked off. It's like Coweta still has her starter, and this could be an opportunity, but it's taken right away from Aquacha. A good bump there. Make sure she's not in there in that post. We're going to have Avery Graham receive it in. Or throw it in, kick it in. Short kick to Aquacha, and Aquacha goes straight for the middle. And it's retrieved by the Indian. Carroll fighting for it in the corner, but it's out. It's going to be thrown in by Carroll. And off the head, right back out by the Indian. Again, going to be thrown in by Carroll. It's like Knight is going to receive it. So get it to the corner to the Spartan. It's kicked back out. And Aquacha is going to show some moves here. He's going to kick it out to Graham. Graham and Aquacha. Kick straight into the den. To Bosak. Trying to get it to Pierce, but it's picked off. Pierce gets it back. It's like Mitchell's going to have it to the corner to O'Hagerty. O'Hagerty back out to Aquacha. Aquacha tries to get it to the midfield, and she does. Rachel Knight's going to dribble it around. We're going to have Carroll kick it way up. It's like maybe try to get it to Batagala. It's picked off. It's like the Indian's going to dabble around the corner here, the header of the Spartan. It's going to be taken back by the Indian. She kicks it way out, maybe looking for Cunningham, but Spartan's going to retrieve it right in the court, and she's going to kick it out. And it'll be the Indians' ball. 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Definitely a dominant game for the Spartans. Able to secure a region win. And it's going to be kicked out. saying Egypt able to secure a region win. This is one step closer to securing that region or having the confidence going into the region, those main region matches. You know which teams you'll beat and how you'll perform against that team. So it's going to be kicked out and thrown in. So it's going to be thrown in by Carroll. Carroll chunks it up. I think Pierce tried to get it, but it's picked off. Kicked back by the Indians. Mitchell fighting for it. No, that would be Bahoum. And caught by Datlin. But the Indians have it. It's going to be kicked way out. Received by Nakwacha. Nakwacha gets it to O'Hegarty. Oh no, that would be. They have the same hairstyle. Sorry about that. That would be Mitchell. 1. And that will be it, folks. I think about an all-out dominant game for the Spartan ladies. We had 2 goals from Mariah Stevenson only. And the other goals was from Ava Cook. Ava Cook scored, but also she got an amazing assist to Mitchell in the middle to create the opportunities. Yeah, the Spartans were just in the right places in the right times at all times, and were able to capitalize off a 4-0 win, the region win against East Coweta. This is supposed to be the number 1 team in the region, but looks like they beat them. And that'll be all, folks. This was Caleb Query. That was Manny in the first half. And we're signing off. We'll see y'all for the boys game.